If you use generative AI for localization, that's fantastic. If you use it for your productivity software, that's fabulous. But beware, it's not just gonna take out everything out of your hands.
Today we are joined by Arjan. He started his career at Google in Dublin and then he switched to the agency side. He focuses on making the Netherlands' biggest independent media agencies even larger. Today we will dive into topics like AI. A fun fact that you might not know about him is that he speaks 5 languages. Today we'll have our conversation in English. Welcome, Arjan. At the partner event that I visited, you had a session about international marketing teams. And I was wondering, what would be the first step for e-commerce entrepreneur to take before diving into this?
Cool. Yeah. So the question pertains to expansion to your first international market. And obviously, we see many e-commerce players that go headfirst into international expansion, especially just across the border to Belgium or Germany. And I guess that's an easy step for many e-commerce owners to take, and it's pretty harmless to try your luck, try your hand in a bit of cross-border e-commerce and marketing. If you really want to figure out, is this market going to be successful for me, it's smart to first figure out what is the unique thing that your product is bringing to the table. Your e-commerce play, do you have a unique product? Do you have a unique service? So what's the product market fit that you're bringing? And is that something that competitors already are offering in this market? So you figure out your potential before really starting to invest in such market expansion. So taking that step back, doing that market research, figuring out local demand, local culture, and the intent. Maybe do your keyword research, and bridging that to, hey, what is my unique product market fit gonna offer here is really worth your while before diving in headfirst in such a market expansion.
Yeah, and is that also something which you recognize, Ruben, with your clients?
Yeah, of course. I think preparation is key in this part because, just what Arjan said is just dive into a market with the same strategy you have in the country where you start. It doesn't work that way. So what we see all the time is that entrepreneurs in the Netherlands that are trying to expand to, for example, Germany, they use the same website, the same pages, the same products, with not in mind that German people are way different than Dutch people in this case. So what we're trying to do is we try to bring in an expert, just like somebody that is a native German people that, for example, lives in the Netherlands. For example, we have one guy, he's here today as well. And he is a native German guy that lives in the Netherlands and knows the difference between the cultures. And he helps us to see what the German people need on the website to change, to make a success of the efforts that we put in. So I think, you need to have an unique proposition, different than you have in the Netherlands, for example, or maybe you need to change it to the market that you want to expand to. And you need also the data in place. The infrastructure is key to have not only the translation with a translation tool, something like that. You need to have some power with people to, of course, AI helps a little bit, but have the power to change your proposition to that market. And I think that is key to expand to other countries.
Yeah, I think a good thing you mentioned is the having the local knowledge, the cultural differences, and of course the data to take the first steps. So if you have some of that data, Arjan, what would be your first steps into building a marketing team, an international team, like your key hires, for example?
So you start with a flexible layer. You start with, indeed, get an independent consultant, get an agency to help you who might have a local workforce. So that independent layer gives you flexibility and gives you the ability to test and learn in new markets. For in-housing, I guess you need indeed native people, and you need people that understand your product and are great at content. So localizing your content across all of your owned media, whether that's website and app, landing pages, but also throughout all your own social channels and email, proper localization with a very good grasp of your product and your product market fit and how you're gonna play that proposition to that specific country. That's crucial. So long answer short, a good content marketer.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good first step. And I think the topic that we are both quite passionate about is AI. I also see that you share a lot about it, and I think it's also a part of your role.
It is, yeah.
Does that also play? Can that also play a role in this? And for example, helping with the localization part.
Well, generative AI is fantastic at content creation, and yes. A big part of localization is localizing your creatives and making sure that they reflect local tastes, not just the language, but the tone of voice that you want in your markets. So it definitely enables you to localize at scale across countries. So generative AI is fantastic with that. The quality can be very high in written text, in image and video. So that's fabulous. I must say that, I'm reading a report today that more than 75% of AI investments have proven to be not providing the return on investments that global CEOs had hoped for. So at the moment, if you say AI is the big enabler, there is a lot of test and learn going on, and so a good bit of disappointment also. But if you use it well, if you use generative AI for localization, that's fantastic. If you use it for your productivity software, that's fabulous. So there is definitely a lot that can make you productive already. But beware, it's not just gonna take everything out of your hands. I think still having that person that truly understands what makes your local consumer tick, and what is going to make you stand out from your competitor. That's not going to be an AI. Firstly, that's somebody who's in market and has that understanding of your product and market.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think one of the things with AI is that it doesn't really get humor as humans. At least I've never got a funny response from ChatGPT. So I think that's a good example of what it cannot localize.
No.
Yeah, and if I may weigh in, of course, AI does help a lot with the translation part from the content, that type of stuff. But in this case, for example, we have a client who sells covers for lounge sets for in your garden. And basically, we try to use the same proposition in the Netherlands and in Germany. But in Germany, it doesn't take off because of the website wasn't not coping with the with the principles that the German people want. And I think AI can't understand that part, and then you need human resources to see where is the mismatch in the fit, and where can you improve the fit in this case. So I think AI enables us to move a lot faster when we know what we need to change.
Yes.
But you need also people who spots the places where you need to make the change. So that's my point of view.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, thank you for being here, Arjan. And I'm looking forward to the drinks in a couple of hours.
Thanks, Mark.
And
Great
then
to
I
be
will
on the
speak to you.
podcast.
Thank you.
Soon.